The villain list is not mid. There is nothing wrong with this list. There is nothing wrong with this list. What are we talking about? What's wrong with this list? I don't mind the I don't know section. Everyone's in the right category, wrong order. Mind you, this is my tier list. So I think y'all should just own judging the categories. Y'all shouldn't be worried about the order. That's for me to. That's my decision. This is my favorite list. My favorite villains. You know what I'm saying? It said 9 images, but as of now, we got a good amount here. A fair amount of villains right here. So, not just one genre either. We got comics and anime in this bitch. So, without further ado, villains tier list coming from yours truly. Starting off strong with the Joker. S tier. Just in terms of popularity. But if this was my personal tier list, the Joker wouldn't be. He's got like some of the best villain portrayals, but in terms of like, I don't know, my favorite, he wouldn't be my favorite, but he is definitely an S tier villain. All right, we got Lex Luthor. I'd say he's a A tier villain, A tier. The thing he has down about him is hatred. He hates that nigga Superman, and he is jealous. Hatred and jealousy. That's his character. Definitely a good villain. Only thing that stopped me from putting him in S is just I don't really like. He's cool, but there's just better, bro. Like he's alright, but there's better. I don't really fuck with him, like in terms of media. Like I'm sure after the Superman movies comes out, I'm gonna feel different. But yeah, is this the Enchantress? Cersei. In my opinion, bro, I don't know enough about her, so I'm gonna just put I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Quick and easy. I don't want to disrespect anybody's favorite out here. I will be disrespecting your favorite, however, if I come across him, and I do know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Reverse Flash is a S tier villain, pure hatred. The things that he's willing to do across the time stream out of hate is just like, how could you not put him in S? If you know about him, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna do doubles. I'm gonna go across the continuity. That way, make this shit quick and easy for us. Black Manta, mid. Every time I see this nigga, he's getting his ass beat. That's what villains do, but you should have some sort of fear about yourself. You ain't got no fear hacks, yeah. Come on, no aura. Come on, bro. What are we doing? I could honestly put him lower, but I won't disrespect him because he's one of those villains that you think would be cold, and then he ends up not being cold. Cheetah, I see her get her ass beat all too often, bro. She's a D tier, bro. And this isn't like judged based off of you getting your ass beat, but it's like if you ain't got no aura, no backstory, nothing we care about, and all you do is get your ass beat, yeah, you're not gonna end up high on this list. Scarecrow. Now he gets his ass beat, but he has aura. He studied the art of fear, put time into it. You know what I'm saying? And it works out for him, bro. This nigga can, like, in some cases in the comic books, Like they end up giving this nigga a fair Lancer ring. You know, I'm not trying to glaze this nigga now. I'm not trying to say that that's just regular shit for him. But I'm trying to say like they've gone out their way to give this nigga some aura, and to me it's paid off. Um, he ain't no Lex Luthor. He's better than Black Manta. I'll put him in B. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of Batmans are gonna end up in B or higher. It's just how it's gonna be. Batman has the best rogues, you know. Two Face, for example. You know, if you really want to break it down, he could go A, but I'm gonna put it in S. I mean, not S. I'm gonna put it in B. Um, so the reason being is yes, like Black Manta, all he does is get his ass beat. But in terms of like representation, redemption, and backstory, and all of that, like this nigga here was supposed to do good things, and he got cut. He got his like goodness cut short type shit. The dichotomy of like his mindset from the thing that incited his villainy is like consistent. He's consistent. And, you know, seeing both sides, that would have made him a good ass lawyer had he not been a villain, you know. We got Black Noir. In terms of villainy, bro, what are you really bringing to the table? This nigga just sits around and doesn't do much, you know what I'm saying? Mid villains, not gonna lie. Mid villain. In my opinion, I don't know what it is. It's either Mephisto either is always getting played, or Mephisto is always playing the long game. But something about it is just so fucking boring, bro. Something about it is just so boring. He's one of the most boring abstract beings that I've ever heard of in my life. C tier villain. I care about Scarecrow and Two Face more than this nigga. I care about Sidorak more than this nigga, bro. Like, what? Is this like 1980s Cell? I don't know who that is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Now I'm gonna definitely have to image search this one because Mr. Bloom. Never heard of this nigga, so yeah, I'm gonna just put him in I don't know. But he is a Batman villain. That I do know. Live action Homelander might be an S tier. Can we talk about it, chat? He might be an S tier. No glaze. In terms of charisma, these are the things we like Joker for. Charisma, I don't give a fuck, and tragic backstory. Some people don't like when Joker has a tragic backstory. So sure. But with this nigga, it makes sense for the entire verse. In my opinion, he might be one of the best written villains we've gotten in a long time. One of them. Not the best, but one of the best. Oh, Mongol and then Darkseid with my stupid ass. I don't know shit about Mongol. I hear he's pretty strong. But I don't want to be fake, so I'm not gonna. I need to read a story with Mongol. I'm gonna look it up, but if you got any recommendations for stories other than the obvious shit with Mongol, let me know. Darkseid. A. He, in my opinion, he ain't no Thanos. He ain't no Thanos. Thanos is one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we get down to the MCU. The comics, he can be seen as a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not, but he can be seen that way because he's letting his fucking lust for death get in the way of his strategic thinking at times. But still, this nigga's a looming threat. He's around all the time. We done seen Superman alone put pause on Thanos. I mean, on Darkseid. it be taking whole ass teams to stop Thanos, other than like Hulk sometimes and shit like that. So Thanos has been like portrayed as the more unstoppable problem, even though Thanos has been stopped before. He, when he comes back, we feel it. I feel like, bro. And granted, I just started reading, bro. I just started reading, so this is my perspective. Now, power wise, I'm gonna take Dark Side, but if we're going based off of like writing, I like Thanos. I like Thanos. Kakazu, he's about his pape. I'll give him that. But is he a high rated villain? He's probably on the same level of like Cock Kakazu. It's probably on the same level of Black Manta. In all honesty, I would put Black Noir with Black Manta because he does have a slight aura factor. Um, he done aura, but he's a dumbass, and his powers are kind of ass. Um, honestly, I like Kakazu over Hedon. I like Black Manta over Hedon. I'm not gonna lie. I guess. No, I don't like either of them niggas over Hedon. I ain't gonna lie. Hedon was kind of like, he was kind of funny, bro. He was kind of funny. Um, Gara, as a villain, Gara is like BA. He didn't give no fucks. He was just him. You know what I'm saying? He was just him. You know what I'm saying? Damn near unstoppable and letting niggas know it. Darth Vader, I ain't gonna lie. The more and more I hear about his story, the more and more aura he gets. He has to go in S based off of aura alone. Undeniable, like the S tier has to be perfect, bro. And he belongs in there. Bane is an A. Um, just like his parallels to Batman, in my opinion, make him such a interesting villain to me. Coupled with the fact that he be beating ass. We got Azrael mid as a villain. I fuck with him as a anti-hero, kind of mid villain though. Don't fuck with him more than I fuck with him just a little bit more than Black Noir or and Black Manta. Puppeteer, F tier villain, don't care whatsoever. This is where we get controversial. I could not care less when Brainiac is brought up. I do not care at all. Does that make me a L comic consumer? Brainiac's a villain that killed Suicide killed the Justice League. Yeah. See how that turned out. Injustice 2, Brainiac's coming. Bro, I want to see heroes fight each other. He's always like a looming threat in the background because he can't hold up and he's got to be like a final thing, bro. He's not 12th level intelligence. My ass. I got Reed Richards over this nigga severely. Um, Holy mid. Definitely like that. Like all honesty, bro. He's right next to. He's just over Brainiac. I mean, he's just over Mephisto because he actually puts in a tiny amount of work. He's just over Mephisto. Sasuke is one of them ones, but sort of a great foil for Naruto and the fact that he was like talented, and Naruto had to hard work it out. Sasuke would be a good villain. I say he be beating ass when he came around back in that Five Kage Summit. It was like, god damn, this nigga's really coming for blood, and then he has a redemption arc. You know what I'm saying? Has to atone for his sins. You know what I'm saying? Just like any good villain does, if they live long enough. You know what I'm saying? So he's a good, great villain, great villain. I think I'm gonna put him in A. Actually, he's better than Darkseid. He's better than Lex. What am I saying? He's at the front of A. He's at the front of A. Way more development than either of them niggas. What am I saying? The Court of Owls are one of my least favorite villains in the Batman fandom. I ain't gonna lie. Doc Ock. Now, in terms of writing, they always go all out with this nigga. He might be an A tier. Um, he might go right next to Darkseid and Lex. Um, they never fall short with this nigga, and they explore some good ass shit. I like the Superior Spider-Man shit with Doc Ock. I really do. Um, um, Goku Black. This one nigga from Dragon Ball that I do know about, nigga came in, he was on straight BT, nigga. But I'm not gonna act like I know about him too much to put him above other niggas that I fuck with heavily. Doomsday. Doomsday comes through and he is wrecking shit. Sinestro. B. Like right there. Not gonna lie. Um, Pretty flat character if you ask me. I have to read up on him, but to me, he's a pretty flat character. I don't know. I forgot his arc into like being a Fear Lantern, but pretty flat character to me. This is Atrocitus. I don't know too much about him, so I won't be disingenuous. Uh, oh, Metallo. I thought it was, but it's just like a very specific image of his um pretty cool, I ain't gonna lie. Cool powers. Interesting when he comes into the story. I'm gonna put he's definitely more interesting than the Court of Owls. I'm gonna put Doomsday at B. That was kind of disrespectful. Doomsday be fucking shit up. He killed Superman. And he caused one of the best stories. He tried to kill Superman. He tried. He didn't do it. He tried. Deathstroke might go in. He's right behind Sasuke. Not gonna lie. Um, just he's one of the best villains that I've. And especially if you read that Rebirth run, bro, that's just seals the deal, bro. I mean, better written than Black Manta. Better written. I'd prefer. Nah. Let me actually think about Brainiac real quick, bro. I'm kind of being disrespectful. Brainiac could go a little bit higher because a lot of the things he's saying, he ends up dropping. He ends up accident. He drops accidental bars. He drops accidental bars. Like when he's talking about the universe, the grand scheme, and like his mission and how important it is. Like it is, but it isn't. And he talks about how meaningless everything is, and then also commits to a mission to build New Kolu, and it just never ends up panning out for him. So he is also talking about his own mission and ends up dropping massive bars about that shit. More bars than probably anybody in B. So I'll put him in B. I mean, probably anybody in C. So I'll put him in B. It's hard because he wasn't a villain for too long, but you could see like you can put a lot of the things he did into the scope of a villain. Me personally, I have to finish the show before I can give my full take on him because I didn't see it pan out. But from what I've seen about the story, He seems pretty good, but I just don't want to be disingenuous. Light Yagami is going in S. I don't care what you say about it. Light Yagami is an S tier villain, hands down. The writing, the motivation, the play, the sacrifice, the ego. He embodied a villain. He embodied a villain, bro. Light Yagami is one of them ones. Makima is A. Um, Honestly, yeah. I like her over everyone behind her right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna be disingenuous. She gets what she wants. She gets what she wants. She knows the devil. She's been doing her job. If you know, you know. Sentinels kind of mid. I honestly could do without ever seeing Sentinels again. And that's my reason for putting them in D. Emma Frost. Honestly, she could go in A. Even in her heroic days, she ends up doing villainous shit. She's not A though. I ain't gonna lie. That was kind of glaze. That's the order for that. I ain't gonna lie. Another thing about Scarecrow to justify like him being so high, he, if Batman wants to instill fear in the criminals, that's the juxtaposition of Scarecrow. Is that he comes through and shows Batman what that really looks like, and makes Batman consider different things, forces his protagonist to reconsider his methods. You know what I'm saying? Catwoman, not gonna lie, she's up until they started making her like get married to Batman, she was kind of mid. But I think the way she makes Batman open up is pretty nice. It's pretty nice to see, and the fact that she is still like a criminal at heart, but she tries to help Batman. Like it's like she's the definition of an anti-hero, not really a villain. But I still put her like I rather I rather her pop up in the Batman comic than Azrael. Poison Ivy though, D. The green. Yeah, but you still be doing villainous shit about the green. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like your motivations are all off. I see if you was really about the green, but I can't tell what you really about. You know what I'm saying? Magneto is probably a S tier villain. Nah, I'll put him in A right there with Deathstroke. I ain't gonna lie. Um, no, I'm putting him in S. He is a radical nigga about the mutants, and it's needed in today's society. It's gonna be woke mom for a second. In today's society, we need someone who's going to be about his shit. Okay, we don't need someone like exactly like Magneto, because Magneto still be doing crazy shit that he shouldn't be doing. But we need someone who's going to stand up for his people and not just let shit go by unchecked. You know, it's and but that's the whole ethos of Magneto's character at this point. Red Hood is like better than Lex Luthor. Um, when he came back around, the arguments he makes against Batman are like almost as fair as they can get. I say almost because the victim being a victim creates a bias, but he also gives a victim's perspective on the crimes that Batman um, could be argued to let continue on. Granted, I have my personal opinion that Datara, no, this is Datara. This nigga here is what's his name? Sasori. Kinda mid, not gonna lie. Don't care about this nigga. Green Goblin. Green Goblin be dropping bars, beating ass. Um, he can go in A in front of. He could go in S. He could go in S. He actually drops bars. His we have some like comics where they're just like they beat each other up, Peter and Green Goblin, so badly that they're just talking to each other, and the shit that they talk about is just peak tier villain. This nigga is scum. That nigga is scum. That nigga is a villain. That nigga is a villain, a real deal grimy ass villain. Granted, all he does is get his ass beat. That nigga is a villain. If you know, you know. I can't even say the shit that he be doing. What? Loki is an A tier villain. No, that's Glaze. Loki is a B tier villain. Everything he represents is an A for me, in my opinion. Right behind Bane. I kind of glazed the fuck out of this nigga. He dropped bars, but that's about it. Yeah. I glazed the hell out of him. Doom is a S tier villain. Drops bars, beats ass, always has a plan. Um, he's a light. He's right up there with Light, Vader, and them. Vader, I'm gonna put it in the back because I'm not that big on Star Wars, but everything I hear about Vader is Aura. Um, I don't know who Master Zeus is. We have Mr. Freeze, one of the better Batman villains. I'm gonna put him in A. Captain Cold. I don't know about him in comics, but in the show, he was nice. If I could rate him off of the show alone, I would put him in B. Actually, I'm gonna just put him in B, and I'm gonna say that's off the show mostly. If the show has any consolation to the comics, he was nice. Penguin. He's mostly mid, but the show did him crazy justice. Um, Mostly mid though. Madara, better villain than Sasuke. Might be S. He actually is S. Just off the love of the game, bro. He was just out there for the love of the game. Like, he's the love of the game personified. Pain is another one that might be S, but I'm going to put in A. I have Pain as a better villain than Sasuke. Better villain. Not a better character. A better villain than Sasuke. He could be a better character, but I'm going to say a better villain. Itachi, overrated, but I'm going to put him in. I don't like the 180 that they were trying to do, but I think it makes sense for Sasuke. It does good for Sasuke. Red Skull level villain, I ain't gonna lie. A Red Skull level villain. Doing unspeakable acts. For the sake of science and betterment of self. Yeah. Red Skull level villain, I ain't gonna lie. Obito is a good ass villain. Not gonna lie, right there with Sasuke though. In my opinion, I don't like Obito like that, and that's just me being real and honest. He was a nice villain. There is no show without Obito, but Obito, I guess that's part of him being a villain. He was supposed to be a geeky ass kid, and then Madara touched his ass. Pause. I know this nigga's name. Kisame. Uh, one of the better villains. Yeah. Nah, I'm glazed. I'm glazed out. He's like most of the Akatsuki is gonna be here. Kaguya is in fucking F. Fuck out of here. I don't care. Holy, I don't give a fuck fest. Um, Dormammu, kinda like right where these three niggas are. Drop some bars, but they get their ass beat too often to be the high tiers they claim to be. um, not this nigga though. This nigga was putting in work. Um, Lizard is better than Sandman, better than the Akatsuki, better than Vandal. B, better than Kabuto, not better than Doomsday. No, he's not better than Kabuto either. Right there. This Killer Moth, Black Mask. Honestly, he doesn't give a fuck. I don't prefer him over Two Face, but I do prefer him over Quarter Owls. I don't prefer him over Sinestro. Probably prefer him over Metallo. And then we got Calendar Man. Honestly, he drops bars, but that's all he is. Utterly useless villain. Drops more. He's probably. I'd rather see him in a comic than Killer Croc. And then S tier villains, we got Joker, Reverse Flash, Homelander, Thanos, Doom. I have to change the order of that. I'm sorry. 1 second. Pain, Sasuke, Deathstroke, Makima, Red Hood, Red Skull, Orochimaru, Lex Luthor, Darkseid, Doc Ock, Gara, Bane, Ultron, Captain Cold, and A. B, we got Scarecrow, Itachi, Obito, Loki, Emma Frost, Two-Face, Captain Cold, Sinestro, Black Mask, Metallo, Quarter Owls, Doomsday, Kabuto, Lizard, Brainiac, Dormammu, and Black Lanterns. C, we have Vandal Savage, Zabuza, Kisame, Datara, pretty much the rest of the Akatsuki, other than Sasori. Sandman, Catwoman, Penguin, Azrael, Harley Quinn, Black Manta, Black Noir, and Mephisto. I don't care about the Mephisto Glazers. Sasori is starting off D. Clayface, Sentinels, Calendar Man, Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, Cheetah, and Inertia. I don't know section here. And then F tier, we got Puppeteer or Ventriloquist, forgot which one. And then Zetsu and Kaguya. Hated when they brought them niggas out. This is a good tier list in my. The villain list is not dead. There is nothing wrong with this list. There is nothing wrong with this list. What are we talking about? What's wrong with this list? I don't mind the I don't know section. Everyone's in the right category, wrong order. Mind you, this is my tier list. So I think y'all should just only be judging the categories. Y'all shouldn't be worried about the order. That's for me to. That's my decision. This is my favorite list. My favorite villains. You know what I'm saying? Horrid order. Who? So they give me an example. Give me an example. Give me an example. No. It was to a certain extent, but that what I took that to an account. I also took aura. I also took like popularity, but I like overall I took writing as like it was like a 50% metric for writing. Bane too low. That's crazy that you say that. You got Bane over Gara. He might be over Doc Ock. I don't got him over Darkseid. I don't got him over Orochimaru. I don't got him over Makima. I don't got him over Deathstroke. Not over Sasuke or Pain. Fake Superman too high. Fake Superman. Who are we talking about? Fake Superman. What are we saying? Who are we talking about? Makima too low. I'm putting her in S. I almost put her in S. Homelander. Homelander's writing is some of the best writing. But I could see him going down. I could see him now. Because when I made it, I almost ignored him. Because when I made it and I looked at it, I was like, damn, Homelander's kind of way too high. I would put him right in front or behind Makima. He's not better than Deathstroke. He's not better than Deathstroke. He's not better than Deathstroke. That was kind of disrespectful. He's not better than Deathstroke. He's not better than Sasuke or Pain either. So, yeah. Probably right here then. But Bane is not too low. I don't see how Bane would be too low. No, what are you doing? Light really a little. Light is perfect where he is, bruh. He is up there with Doom and Magneto. What more do y'all want? What more do y'all want? He's not too high. I know that Vader is one of the most iconic villains of all time, Zach. I know. I don't know about that nigga like that. It's my list. Fuck. Light not really malicious though, bro. Light is malicious. He just acts like he isn't. You not peeping it and you not perceiving it. It's going over your head. He doesn't think he's malicious. He is malicious. He likes doing that shit. He likes it. That's why he continues doing it. No one continues doing anything they don't like doing. That nigga did not think that shit was needed. He liked being Kira. Kira was still going on. He did not need to touch the book. You know why he made himself touch the book again? Because he felt like he was the savior. Because he liked doing that shit. He is that evil. He went to L's grave and he was ground on his knees laughing. Do I need to pull up the clip?
Ryuzaki, we've gathered here for your private funeral. The public has no idea you're gone. We're going to make it appear as if you're still alive. This is not over yet. We'll continue to work with police from around the world. I swear to you, we will catch Kira and arrest him. That's our promise to you. So, you can rest in peace.
That's right. We'll catch Kira and avenge Ryuzaki. Solving this case will be our last gift to him.
Mind you, every time he does something like this, where he puts on a mask, he He laughs. It's the secrecy. He's just like Joe Goldberg. You can't take what they're saying and what in their thoughts when you're listening to them. You cannot take these things at the face value. You have to understand where these things are coming from. When this nigga's saying all this shit about how he is a savior, why does he think that? Because he thinks he's better than everybody else. And he shows that when he puts on these dumbass masks and everyone believes it, and he's laughing at them, and he's laughing in their face, and he's laughing at their grave.
To Watari, to all of Kira's victims, and to all the people of the world, I swear right here and now, I will send Kira to his execution. Is light coming?
Matsuda.
What do you know? So L is finally gone for good, huh? Too bad. I guess that means there won't be anything interesting to look forward to anymore.
Look at this nigga. He can't believe it. This evil ass nigga can't believe it.
Now everything that was in my way is gone, and everyone else still believes in me. It's only a matter of time before I get rid of the police. What do you think of that, El? This is my perfect victory!
He just wants to win.
I win!
He just wants to win. He wants to win so bad. He wants to win against this nigga so bad. That's what it's about. That's what this shit has been about. It gets boring after this nigga's dead. It's boring after this nigga's dead until Nier comes back. It's so boring. In the show gets boring. Not only does the show get boring, everything around Light is boring because the battle that this nigga wanted, going against the cops, going against the world, going against the smartest detective, proving himself to be the smartest nigga in the world, was all that this nigga wanted to do with this book. Proving himself to be the perfect being, the savior of the world. If he proved himself to be the smartest being, he therefore proved himself to be the savior of the world. He proved why this book was dropped into his hands. Such good writing got niggas like Ace thinking he was trying to do right. Ego turning into a god complex. But but that god complex is what makes this nigga evil. Never shown such utter emotion, the emotions of evil. He has never shown the emotions of evil like that. That's exactly what Doom be doing, but Doom is he's never shown it like that. You can't show me Doom showing it like that. You can't. So don't tell me cap. I read Doom. Don't just show it to me. Just show it to me. Just show it to me. So you said everyone in S is more evil than him. Green Goblin is not as evil as him because he's forced to do it by the Goblin Serum. Magneto has a cause behind his, just like Light Yagami, so it's actually more equal to his. In fact, you could say Light took it even further than Magneto has in a lot of cases. Doctor Doom is probably more evil than him. Thanos is probably more evil than him. Reverse Flash is definitely more evil than him, and Joker is definitely more evil than him. This is a good list. I don't know about Vader like that. This is a good list. Bro, no. Prove it or zip it. Prove it or zip it. give me some takes that put dude's evilness over his. I don't know Vader like that. Get off his dick. Take it to I understand it, guys. I understand. All your cats are out of order. All my cats are out of order. What does that mean? So now let's take it to A. Pain legitimately has better writing than Sasuke. In terms of we're going for villain. Sasuke is the better character. Better written character. Pain is the better villain. Deathstroke. He's a good villain, but he's not over Pain. He's not over Pain. Now, bro, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Pain is more villainous than Sasuke. Sasuke had an arc. Pain destroyed a village. Sasuke killed a couple niggas. Pain destroyed a village. And this is objective. No. None of them niggas are better than Pain. Makima is flat. The Makima is just cold. Makima has aura and she's cold. That's it. And she got some bar droppage, but none of those tiers are better than fucking Pain's. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Bane is not better than Pain. Bane is not a better written villain than Pain. You don't even know Bane like that to even be telling me this. And if you do, please prove. I feel like I got Orochimaru at a good spot, but I could see him going in front of Homelander. But I also feel like sometimes I can't put him over Red Skull. She need to be S, but she won't be. B. So I mean, do y'all have any other problems with A?